Mum's the word. The Edinburgh Society of Unapologetically Imperfect Mothers is here to brighten your day and lift your spirits with our unique take on all things motherhood. We're real-life friends, a special group comprised of women from across the globe who've chosen to call Edinburgh home. Together, we're a haphazard amalgamation of diverse perspectives and life experiences, united as we try to navigate the often tumultuous journey through motherland with humor, unwavering support, and lots of fizz. Our mantra is radical acceptance and the necessity to check your ego and self-interest at the door. Keep calm and hold my Prosecco, ladies. I hereby call this meeting to order. Well, we're back for another pod, and I'm so pleased to be here with Anke and Kim, and it's nice to have a little time with you guys towards the end of the year.
Academic year.
Yeah. In life,
it's not frazzled.
What other year is there than the kids' year? So, how was your week? I just, start off. How was this week for you guys? The past couple of weeks.
Busy, work, busy.
Yeah.
Period end, so lots of deadlines.
Yeah.
And just constantly looking at a screen and
I know.
feeling as though that's all you're doing. Do you remember when your mum would say to you as a child, if you keep looking at that TV, you're going to get square eyes?
And now we're doing it every day.
And that I find myself saying to my son, you need to stop watching the TV or watching that film on the iPad because you're going to get square eyes.
And you're going to then
go back to my PC and be like a zombie just looking at numbers.
And there'll be a day when you have no desire to look at the screen and you're forced to for, every day during the week.
Oh, yeah.
So I know I have been exhausted.
Yeah, I don't like doing personal admin as a result of being computer based all day. And, your personal admin like insurances or registering your new fridge freezer on some site in order to get the guarantee.
You do that? You have to. Otherwise, they
I only do it if it's free. I don't do it if it costs me any money.
Yeah, but you have to.
I have this list of devices I should register.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're stressing me out.
You're stressing me out. It makes me feel so guilty that I haven't registered my fridge and my washing machine.
But it's that personal admin stuff that I just hate.
I have to tell you, Anke, you got to go do that. The washing machine, right? The dryer, washing machine.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's such a boring task. Why? We end up doing
I used to do it on a Tuesday afternoon.
I need a PA. I need a PA to do my personal admin.
We're gonna get there. Actually, today, this is perfect because
you're gonna offer to be my PA.
I mean, I think what's wild is we're almost end of the kids' school year. We're talking like 2 weeks maybe that we have left, and how are we doing with this? I don't know.
I'm in panic mode. Because I still haven't registered my son for any
the listener should see
activities.
Kim's eyes.
No, it is literally like, they're like saucers. Because I am thinking if we do not do it this evening, my son's going to be home all summer.
But so why haven't you registered? Because you're busy, right?
I'm super busy. And so by the end of the day, I do not want to go onto the internet and checking holiday dates and all this stuff. I just want it to happen magically. Or for my partner to just say, I've booked this. And me go, hurrah!
Or even better, just pack your bag, pack something light and a swimsuit. We'll just go to the airport.
On my own, that would be amazing.
Pack your bag and pack the kids' bags.
Yes.
And then plan the trip. And then we'll be on our way.
Yes. So actually, that's not going to work either. I sometimes, on my way to work, this might sound bizarre, but I work on a road that is get you out to the airport in pretty quick time. And I'm sometimes either cycling or walking to work, and I think, what would happen if I just walked past the office door and kept going
to the airport
until I got to the airport?
There's
and
a really
last minute trip.
Yeah,
there's a super
I'd love to do that.
There's a super famous and super popular, quite old song in German, where this guy wants to just get cigarettes, and the wife says, "Oh, take the keys. I'm just looking after the little one." And then outside he realizes he's got his credit card and his keys, and he's all thinking, "Oh, maybe I should just take a flight. And I've never been to New York. I've never been to Hawaii. Never walked in San Francisco. I should just head off." And so the song is about him kind of, I could just leave.
Is that not some men's lives?
Why doesn't
saying?
That never happens with the wife?
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Oh,
That's true.
I've got a card. I've got my keys.
Got my keys. Got my phone.
While the wife is looking after the kids.
What a sad day.
Maybe.
Does he leave? Does he go?
No, he just goes back, and she says, "Oh, where have you been? Their TV show has already started."
Okay.
Yeah, that is life.
But he had a little mini crisis, whereas I'm like, I have 5 minutes. I'm going to go to the store, like run and get everything and then come back. And then, no, it's crazy. I'm so tired for the last 2 weeks. I mean, how stacked are these weeks for you guys leading up to, it's stacked.
I'm in blissful ignorance. I'm just pretending it's not happening like the last time.
Yeah.
I've not moved on from the last time I spoke to you guys about this. I'm still in denial.
Just 1 week less?
I am, just 1 week less. I'm just going to keep sending my son to school. Pop him in his uniform. There'll be someone in the playground. Don't worry.
But do you guys have, there's like a million things every day with the kids. I'm just losing my mind.
I just come here and, lock the door, jump on my bike or run away.
I know. Well,
and try to come back as late as I can.
Yeah, but it's crazy because I'm like, I have the calendar, I have it marked finally on the calendar what's happening. But between, this week, next week, I think I'm making things for a bake sale tomorrow. I have to make
that was your mistake.
Volunteering. There's one thing.
Volunteering.
But it's so stacked. I just can't even believe it. I feel like, I could have taken this time off just to do the juggling act it's required for the last 2 weeks of school. And yet you can never take it off. But it's how do
we don't have that much on at my son's school. Thank goodness. There is a school disco coming up. So
that's nice.
That should be
But that means
fun.
an hour at the bar instead of
maybe
at home.
That's
maybe.
And with all the friends, so that's nice. You get to have your friends around. That's really, really nice.
But it's mostly still the after school clubs. But they finish after this week, except for football. That's on again next week. And I'm more concerned about what's happening in the next 2 weeks. What's going to happen after that?
I know. I'm not ready yet either. I think I've just been in survival mode to get to the end of the year because my older one is P7, so there's tons of activity for the end of primary. So, we had a ceilidhs last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was great. But, last night it was we went to get her hair done, rushed from school, hair done. I did her nails, while she's at the salon. Drive over here, da-da-da-da-da. But I'm looking at myself. I'm I don't even know if I've washed my face. What happened to me?
I know. Luckily, when my girls did it, they didn't have their hair done by someone, and they didn't do their nails, any of it. And they looked great. They went there and then had so much fun. I realized, who cares? Who cares whether, I think it's nice as a preparation, especially if they're excited and as a sort of. But then if you don't do it, they're just having as much fun.
You're right, but I think I think everything that has on the calendar. I think maybe it's my problem, but I feel like I'm trying to max it out for the kids. Whatever it is, I'm trying to first of all, make sure they're there, ready and max it out for the kids. So I think I do put so much pressure on myself.
Maybe it depends also on what they want. I mean, both my kids, like my middle one wanted to wear trousers, and her friend wore trousers. It wasn't even a big deal, but even their clothing didn't really matter to. Well, they looked nice, but they didn't make a big thing about it. And
when my daughter finished P7, they had a qualification dance, and it was a huge deal what everybody wore, whether they were getting their hair done, how they even got there. People had hired limousines. Wow. There was a party bus.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I mean, it was a huge deal, and she looked great. She didn't go in a dress. She went in a short play suit thing. And it was a masquerade ball.
Wow, that's so fun.
And she came home, and there'd been such a build-up. Oh. She came home and had been disappointed.
Oh, because
I'm
it was
not
too
surprised.
much pressure
I'm not
on the
surprised.
event.
Yeah. Because it's also over so quickly. I mean, I don't know about this thing, but this ball the ceilidhs is over so quickly, and I mean they enjoy it. But then it's.
Well, I mean, it was great. I think it was like a really lovely event, and my daughter enjoyed it a ton. But I'm just like, I think I threw myself into that last night, so I was trying to rush to get the work done. Yeah. Then I threw myself into that, ended up staying, waiting and then staying until 9:00 at night, come back, sleep. And now I'm like baking a cake and some Rice Krispies tomorrow. Yes. I'm like, how is this happening?
How do you get off the hamster wheel?
Yeah.
And it's really difficult because I volunteer quite a bit at my church to do things. And I look at my weeks well ahead in advance. I have to check my weekends in order to schedule stuff in with my partner and see what my son's got on the go. And you can see that your life is planned out for the next 6 months with things that you've volunteered to do. Yeah. And sometimes you think, a couple of times I have stepped off, like when my dad passed away, I just said, I can't be here. I can't do anything at the moment. I just need to be and survive.
Of course.
The grief, as it were. And they were fantastic about it. But you start doing things again because you like that familiar feel of being surrounded by friends and people that you have experiences with and stuff. And then your life is planned out for the next.
But maybe that's the important part, that we always, every now and again at least, should check, is this really what's right for me at the moment?
Yes.
And, there are times when, and I notice it as well, there's times when I really want to do more things and invite people or meet up, and then there are times where I'm like, I need to really cut down. I just don't physically and mentally have the space, and then there will be someone else who.
But it's really difficult. I find it really difficult to say, I can't help with that.
Yeah, I mean, you had a good reason with your dad.
Yeah,
but in theory, I mean, you should be able to do that anytime you feel like. It's just too much at the moment, but it's so hard to take the space for ourselves.
And well, exactly. And then you feel that someone else is picking up your weight, your baton that you should be racing with, because if you don't do it, someone has to do it. But I totally understand why you got into the whole P7 dancing, because it's an important thing.
You want it to be
special. You want to create a memory for them.
But I think it's, because we pick up so much all the time. Like, we're not even conditioned to say, hold up, wait a second, this isn't really going to work for me. We're so conditioned to just pick it up.
And I wonder, I sometimes wonder for myself whether I'm too often focusing on what I think I should be doing, and not enough about what is actually helpful here, and what do the others actually prefer. Like, I'm sure they would prefer me to do less and be less stressed as well. Like, you know,
Yes.
if you had the choice between your mom doing everything and being stressed and your mom doing nothing but being relaxed, like, you know.
There's a happy medium there,
Yes.
I have to say.
But then it feels like, you know, if I'm not doing it, like Kim's saying, like, who's going to do it? And especially with a family situation, you know, you feel like if I don't do it, who's going to pick it up? And so it's a real stepping up, even setting aside the time to think, wait a second, like, maybe we don't need to do the toenail polish. Maybe we don't, you know, I'm already like down the road. I've made the appointment. We like got the new nail polish, you know, like I'm like executing over here.
Yeah.
Because I'm so conditioned to just make sure that it happens. But it's wild because I don't even have the time to step away and say, wait, you know, does this really make sense? No.
But a lot of the time, you're the only one carrying the baton anyway. So there is a huge difference there in your situation.
Yeah.
I guess I could say to my partner, I'm not doing that.
You do it.
Sometimes, you know, when it comes to the evening meal, when you found that you've just been doing it all the time.
I'm like a robot.
Yeah, I'll sometimes go in and say, I've not even thought about dinner. And then he'll be a rabbit in headlights.
Yeah, sometimes when I was really annoyed about something during the day, and I'm like, I'm not going to do dinner, and then the whole family is like in shock. Like, I was like, oh my god, we're going to starve. But that's not anymore. Like now they're old enough to. Then it's just going to be pancake day, and they're always
That's a
happy
nice
to.
idea.
Then the kids do. I mean, they're old enough now to do pancakes.
To step in.
Or I remember once my husband said to me afterwards, saying, "Could you give me a bit more notice, please?"
Well,
Not
not
at sort of
really.
7
No.
p.m. Like, I'm not going. I was like, what?
You can't have the notice.
so yeah, you need to give him notice that you're going to be in a bad mood in order for him to have notice to get the dinner organised.
If I have to make dinner tonight,
Yeah. There's going to be broken glass in it.
it's not going to be good for you.
I'm going to give you chili cheese
Or mushrooms, you know, like in Australia.
Yeah.
Why can't Why
No,
can't they?
that was not funny.
She was just trying to make it spicy or something.
It was
Why can't
certainly
they
spice
read our
up your
minds,
life?
though? Like, why is mind reading not a thing? I mean, my face tells everything. Okay,
Yeah.
my face. You can just look at it, and it's like not
She's
a happy
not
face.
happy.
But why can't you link that to the dinner, or you know what I mean? Like this is, you know.
Just don't be in at the time when dinner is usually served.
Just walk out.
They'll all be sitting around the table and you
We'll all
just
meet-
won't be there.
We'll meet up at the airport.
Yeah.
It's a bit like
I'll see you for the walk along the road.
I once got lost on an island in Scotland. I mean, properly lost. I went for a run just before wanting to make dinner. So I went for a run at 5.
In an island?
Got completely lost. Only had my watch, and it was, you know, July. Sun was up all for 8. Got completely lost, like crawling up and down hills, trying to get back to our hut. And I think after 3 hours, and I knew it was like there's nothing on the island. I knew I will not meet someone, and I wasn't sure whether.
Was it woods or?
No, it was a proper Scottish kind
Like
of heather
heather.
stuff. Yeah, yeah. My legs were just scratched
could
all over the
see.
place.
You can see, but that's no good if you're lost anyway. If you
There's
have
no
no
path.
idea where you are, and there's no significant. If you're local, they'll be like, that hillock is so far from so and so. But to anyone, an incomer, it's just a hillock.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like sand dunes. How
and
do nomads get across the desert?
And there was an island where there were only 3 holiday houses, and the farmer somewhere far away. So I knew 100% there will be no one coming past. So either, and I wasn't sure what I would have preferred. Either I find my way back, or they get
God.
a helicopter.
This is so scary.
It was super scary, and I doubted everything. I kept thinking,
Did you have water?
no. So eventually I got to the coast, and I made the decision that I should be probably turning left, and I just kept going along the coast until I could eventually see the hut. But I came home, and I wasn't sure whether they were like,
Did
oh,
they
there you are.
register?
And they only just started making dinner, and I was like,
It's like, where's the dinner?
I've been gone a week. I've been
What
gone
time
a
did you
week.
get home?
like at 8 or so, and they were like,
That's crazy. Yeah. I would be so
No
angry.
one was panicked.
Wait, were definitely
They
not
were around the
panic. I think-
table going, dinner, dinner, dinner.
Oh, she's here. Oh my gosh.
And I think they were wondering where I was, but the atmosphere was so relaxed and calm. And I think my husband had just started to think, oh, maybe I should prepare something for her to eat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Lord.
It was really, yeah. It was, in the end, I was super hungry. I remember it's just sitting down. Like,
What does that say? I don't even know. I'd be like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't much they could do. I mean, I'm kind of glad they didn't get the helicopter because
I would have been mortified. I would have been.
Circling the
Yeah, the choice between a helicopter coming out and looking for you and you finding your own way back, it's definitely find your own way back.
definitely you will find your own way back.
But then I thought, if I don't find my way back, I'll be stuck
know.
here outside all night.
But how long would it take the family to register that you weren't actually
They got
going to
really
be back
hungry.
from the run? Yeah. They'd eaten the chili Cheez-Its and
Next
decided
morning,
we're in trouble.
where's breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Does anyone know where Mother is?
Mother.
Well, breakfast isn't out, so...
So, how are we staying motivated, girls? The last couple.
You're asking the wrong person.
Oh, my motivation, I hate to say, we are going away for a long time and I'm going home,
Prison.
which means...
That's a euphemism for prison, by the way.
What?
They're going away for a long time.
No, fortunately not.
No, way better.
Yeah, so we're visiting our friends in Denmark, and then
Yes.
we're going a bit to
Yeah.
south of Sweden, and then I'm flying to my parents, and they're getting... I mean, they're still quite fit, and my mom's cooking, and I don't have to decide on dinner. I don't have
That's
to
amazing.
take responsibility, and I can just sit under the apple tree and read, and
sounds like the
everyone does
perfect-
what they
I think
want.
we'll all go.
Yeah.
Yes, do come join us.
That sounds like the perfect kind of trip for some.
And it's
Would
so
our partners
simple.
notice we weren't there? Dinner time.
dinner time. It's 8:00 and I still haven't had any food. That sounds amazing.
I know,
That's
it's-
like a proper holiday.
It's a holiday where once a year someone presses my reset button. You know, when everything breaks down on the computer.
It's not a trip, it's a holiday.
a
Remember
proper
when
holiday.
Rebecca
Oh, yes,
was
we had
saying
the
the
topic, yeah.
difference? That's a holiday.
Yeah.
Or vacation, like you actually vacant.
You don't have to do everything. I'm like, so we've got just a short period before the break, and then we're not doing anything for a while, still working. And so I think like for me, it's just, I feel like I'm just on the hamster wheel. I'm just going and going. But I think, where I'm getting motivation, I think, it's like connecting with you ladies and, just having friend time. So I feel like I'm a human again. Like I'm a person who's actually not just in the treadmill. And then, music, like there's some tunes I'm listening to, which are very like positive and upbeat and just about like keep going,
Yeah.
And I love these small things, and they're not small.
Yeah.
Like it's just these small little things that you can have any time through the day, and sometimes it's just actually sitting down for a cup of tea, and not having tea while I'm doing something else, and
I don't do that
don't
very
do that
often.
either.
I'm usually
horrible.
making dinner or
Yeah.
doing something in the kitchen whilst drinking
I
a cup
know.
of tea.
So how do we cope with that sort of, I mean, it just feels like endless.
It's the norm. It's the norm.
I
So you
know,
just
but
keep
that's such a
going until
problem.
you absolutely lose the plot and start shouting at people for no good reason at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I do try and hold it in.
And how do we deal with that? I mean, so what would make your life better? I'm just...
Well, my life would be very
I know.
made better so simply by having something like nuts snack before, like, because it's so busy, I sometimes have lunch much later than normally, and then we're all super aggressive because we're hungry, and so. And I noticed that a couple of times over the last days where I'm like, I need to at least have some nuts in between, or some dip with vegetable dips with hummus, or something.
So nourish yourself, nourish your body with good food.
And take the break. And what works really well for me, and I do it like, I do it once in 1,000 times, to just take myself out of the room and maybe sit down just for a minute in a quieter room. Just sit down, close my eyes, or if I can, 5 minutes. But even just a minute would make all the difference. But I never do it. But I know it works. In theory, it's like, that's the plan.
Mine would be to work one day less a week.
Oh, yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be amazing?
A Wednesday.
No,
I would take
Monday.
Monday.
Monday. I would not want to work a Monday.
Okay.
And then have like a super long
Proper.
weekend. I used to, when I had my daughter, I went back to work 3 days a week, and that was the halcyon
days.
halcyon days. That was the grail of what is ideal when you've got a family and a house to keep, because 3 days keeps your hand in,
Yeah.
but you've still got
2 days without kids.
To get 2 days without kids in the house.
yeah.
Tell me about it, because that's never happened to me. Like, how does it feel to have, like, you feel like you can manage all the other stuff?
And it doesn't get on top of you.
So what were you saying about, you left the house and...
Yeah, so they have to function. It seems to work better if I'm not there, because then they just have to deal with
They have to deal with it without you.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes, I think I'll be waiting a wee while for that to occur in our house, to be fair.
We also had this when my kids or my son would not get ready, then I would pretend that I had to leave anyway and just walk around the block, and he would completely freak out. It doesn't happen anymore when he was like really small. And my husband was still at home, and I would say, look, get ready. And if you made no effort, I would actually just leave. And then he would completely freak out, but they only do it once or twice, and then they are, I better get ready. But I didn't have a reason to leave, because I don't have to go to school. So I would just walk around the block.
You're good seeing it through. I'd go and hide in a room somewhere.
I've gotten to the point with my kids where I've just said, like, I'm exhausted, like, can you help me, but, to do this thing, just because, I'm so tired, I can't do this, like, you guys take care of it, blah, blah, blah. And they're very responsive to that. So to their credit, it's, but it is that, I think you're right to say there's a good part to just sort of missing the craziness of the morning. So you start out the morning sort of in a calm state of mind rather than it being frantic.
I think that's also why the Tuesday afternoons are so popular, because it's the time that if I miss being at home, I don't really miss that much. I come home and everyone's eaten and sort of ready for bed.
That's so nice. Oh, that's so nice.
Yes, depends on what time we finish up, whether my son's in bed or not, because he's a bit of a night owl.
Yeah, so he could be still not
knocking around, depending on how proactive my partner's been about getting him to his bed.
Maybe he'll see on your face that,
Well, I do go in and say, oh, you're still up then? Which speaks volumes.
I know. Without having to say anything.
Yeah.
Speaks the volume.
Without hurling accusations at anybody.
So, just on a scale of 1 to 10, how prepared are we for the next couple of weeks?
-5.
Minus, yeah. I would definitely be a negative number.
Really? I don't even want to think about all the things. I mean, with all these things that I've wanted to do, I sometimes think, what happens if I don't do them?
But you just said that it was okay to not do them.
Yes, but in a way it would be nice to have them done before I go on holiday.
But it's that terrible position that we find ourselves in, that we want to be constantly achieving things because we're told we should be constantly achieving things. But then on the flip side of that is we're tired and we need to take time out and think, right, we don't need to achieve that today. I'm terrible for this. Everything has to be an achievement.
That's me.
So
as well.
I can't walk slowly anywhere. I've got to be walking quickly. What's the point of walking slowly? You're not achieving anything.
But then there's also a point where I'm like
crazy,
like filing bank, certain stuff that I want to file, so to find it more easily. I've got this box and I haven't done my filing for 9 years.
Oh my Lord.
And I keep thinking, what happens if I don't do it? It just takes me a bit longer to find this letter from this bank or from this council tax thing, and it's nothing's going to happen, but it's quite annoying.
Yeah,
I would like
to have the box that's not. I know.
That's why we need PAs, someone to come in and just organise that.
So would a
stuff
PA
for us.
would that help us?
No, because we'd have to organise stuff before they came in. It's like
It would
having.
just take more time.
Yeah, if you had a cleaner, I would love to have a cleaner, but I just know that I would clean stuff before they came in order for them to clean. And I think, well, that was a waste of money. And, I would maybe get them to do the nitty gritty stuff, the skirting boards that, who the heck, well, my mum, for a start, she used to clean the skirting boards and wash walls down and things.
It's spring, right?
Does she
spring,
do that? Will she do
No,
that at
she would
anyone's
do
house?
it. I know, I'm thinking of asking her to move up. She loves to clean out a cupboard.
Really?
Yeah, loves to do that.
Oh my gosh.
My friend has his mom over for 2 months and she's sorting out his flat. It's great.
Wow.
But at what point should you be ashamed of that?
If you're a man, then you're not.
Then you're not ashamed?
No, actually, because they don't have that as an actual emotion. Look at everyone that's in politics and in power. None of them are ashamed of anything.
Why do we always get loaded up? It's just crazy. Because, that achievement thing and, we have to make sure, and then, I was thinking over the past, week, I'm fulfilling all the needs, right? All the dinners, all the driving, all the football, all
the survival needs.
Oh, well, all the needs of the kids and of the family. But how am I supposed to balance, needs for myself?
I don't think you
have
can.
an answer.
I don't think you can because of your partner not being here all the time because he has to go away for a long time.
Yeah.
She puts him away for a long time. No, I think for you, your situation is unique. It was like my mum's situation. My dad always worked abroad. He was never at home except for holidays of maybe 3 or 4 weeks a year.
My situation isn't that bad.
No.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the key to a long and happy marriage. Totally different continents. But it's that thing of your needs will always come second because you are in charge of your children's needs.
Yeah.
And the household needs.
Yeah.
And the good news is they are getting more independent and they are growing up. You remember when you couldn't even leave the house for a moment because it was too small?
Yeah.
And you couldn't go to the bathroom and close the
By
door.
yourself.
Yes, exactly.
The minute you shut the door,
Communal loo.
bang, bang, bang. Mummy.
So is it a good tired that we have right now because we are
enjoy.
responsible?
You will say to think, oh, I wish I was busy.
Yeah. Do we think that?
I do sometimes have this conversation in my head whereby I'm super busy running around doing various things, and then I'll often see, say, an older lady just walk into the shop, getting a newspaper, going home. She clearly lives on her own, and she's going home to read the newspaper. And I think, do I want to be that quiet? Do I want to have nothing to do and no one to be responsible for? And I think, oh no, because that would feel, although I love my own company, but do I only love my own company because I'm so busy and I'm in other people's company?
I didn't realize how introvert I am.
I can think.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how introvert I am until I had children.
You are not an introvert.
Well, I do recover on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be, my quickest way to recover from any, to really become more resilient is on my own.
Through
and I thought that's a criteria. Well, some people, they thrive in company and they don't need a break. I certainly need a break every now and again.
Yeah.
And I think it depends on who you're socializing with.
That's true.
Can't have another drink. I really cannot have another drink.
Yeah, some people just wear you out. No, so your way of sort of getting a boost is just to take some time to yourself, maybe to go for a walk. I know, because I want that too. I do want that too. But it is wild to think, like I keep reminding myself that it's a good tired, because like you just said, you know, someday I won't have this responsibility and I'm sure I'll miss it.
Yeah, everyone says you do.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're in the thick of it, you think to yourself, hell no.
I know, I'm like, wow,
Maybe-
look at me.
Maybe it helps. You know, there's a Pema Churton I mentioned before. She once said, you know, whenever situation you could tell yourself it could be so much worse.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine is going. His company had just been bought up, and they're restructuring everything. Like
So
he used to love work, and
Yeah.
now it's not being valued.
So stressful.
And so at least you're doing. You know, you get return.
Oh yeah.
And you're not just doing it for some company where it's not, you know, you're not even keeping any of it. At least you're doing it for your family, your kids, and there will be a return of investment.
No, I remind myself
that is
of
true.
that all the time.
I think, I totally agree with that. I mean, some people who live to work, from the company that I work for, and I've been there a very long time, you think you're valued until you leave.
Yeah.
And we've had lots of people who have retired over the year, and within a week, 2 weeks, it's almost like they were never there. And they were so integral. Yeah. So integral to the company.
And I think it makes a huge difference for the bonding with the kids as well. I mean, if you paid for a nanny, and if you said, look, this is all too much, I pay for a nanny, you know, I can't be bothered, you know, it would not be the same.
No.
Some things money can't buy, and I think it's a very different relationship that you will always have with your kids, because you've always driven them to football.
I'll be like, yeah, guess who drove you?
They will be driving you around, you know.
I mean, from someone who drove their daughter to swimming competitions.
Oh, you had the worst.
And early morning
You had the
training,
worst.
late evening training. She's now 20. She
What time
doesn't
was it?
appreciate me at all.
What time did the swimming start?
We had to get up at 5. She had to be at the pool by 5:30.
I can't
Oh, that was
even.
that's quick.
That's like a nightmare.
Well, Edinburgh's dead at that time, so you can whip across town to the commie in 15 minutes.
if I had to wake up at 5 every day, I don't even know what I would be like.
Yeah, it's
When we met,
grim.
you were doing that.
I was doing it, yeah. So I was in the playground, wide-eyed, and I've just been in the pool. Like,
just had a lovely swim.
yeah,
This feels like afternoon. School
Honestly.
drop-off feels like afternoon to me.
yeah. It was just. I think I was running on a lot of nervous energy back then.
Well, it was
a lot
COVID
of adrenaline.
For how many years? For how
COVID
many
as well.
How many years? did you do
Years.
More years than I care to remember. So I had just had my son when she went into one of the top groups. So the early morning training only started when I think she turned, was it 12?
12.
And she did that until she was 18.
What we do for our
6
kids.
years, oh my God.
I mean,
I
what we do for our children, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy as heck.
I was super happy for her to move up groups. It was like such an achievement. But at the same time, I was, oh no.
Do you find that I often have that at the beginning? I'm excited as well, but then after a while, I'm like,
My daughter said she expressed an interest in swimming, and then I talked to you about the time you had to get there, and I was like, you can try it.
You can try
But
it.
I'm not going to encourage.
That's my partner's view, because my son's quite a good swimmer, and he's just graduated to the swimming club training, and it's and if he excels, I will be pushing him.
What about golf? Golf.
Well, his dad is really into golf,
Yeah,
so he should go
That's
do
not an
that.
early
golf.
start.
And then we can go with dad.
Yeah, for 4 hours every weekend, get to myself.
But I mean, what a testament to how much you care about your daughter to have
Yeah,
done
but
that.
the point of that is, when you say that there's a return on that investment, no, there isn't.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet,
Oh my
not yet.
goodness, I hope there is down the line.
I think once you can't drive anymore, then, it's your turn.
I wouldn't dare get in the car with her.
Yeah, but that's when we're really old. We want the return now.
I know. I want to feel appreciated.
We want to feel appreciated now. Not like...
I think the interest rate is so low that you have to. The money has to lie there for many years to.
Oh Lord!
Generate.
I said to my son the other day, "Will you always be nice to Mummy?" And he said, "Yes." Well, unless you do something that really annoys me. He's such a comedian.
I wonder where he got that from.
You've been listening to the Edinburgh Society of Unapologetically Imperfect Mothers, real-life friends from across the globe who have chosen to call Edinburgh home. Together, we're a haphazard amalgamation of diverse perspectives and life experiences, united as we try to navigate the often tumultuous journey through motherland with humor, unwavering support, and lots of fizz. Keep calm and join us on our next podcast. And until then, Mum's the word.